Hey, Sam.
Hey, John. With all the stuff going around this team the last 3-4 days or so, what has it said to you? How impressed are you with the way that Joonas Korpisalo has played maybe 2 of his better games this season for you guys?
I think it's been a really good week for the team with some of the shit going on around us. Losing a game in Tampa kind of blows up a little bit. I think we handled it the right way as far as redefining how we go about our business here. And then Corpy comes in and backbones 2 wins against division leaders, 2 really good hockey clubs. The past 5 days, I think it's been a huge step in the right direction for this organization. Everything. The stuff you guys want to know about that we're not going to tell you about, I think that was really important for our organization. And then we stand in there. Corpy, who hasn't played much, it's been a good 5 days. I'm just hoping before we let him get away for a day off tomorrow that we do it the right way here in our 6th day.
John, the play of Nudavara last night obviously makes that kind of the stretch pass that leads to the goals. But just some of the plays, he had like Tom Wilson bearing down on him a couple times, gets rid of the puck, moves the puck before he gets hit, knows he's going to get hit, and yet makes the play. Where is his game for you right now?
Well, I thought he played good last night. I think he's been inconsistent up until last night. I thought it was I think being paired with Jonesy kind of maybe piqued him a little bit as far as awareness, playing against top lines, and just being paired with him. I thought it was one of his better games. Up until then, I think he's been inconsistent. I don't mean to blow up your question here, but he was good. Yeah, he was good last night. But we need him to be more consistent. We need him to be on his toes more. I think he's been in between a lot in his game. We need him to be on his toes.
Along those same lines, I think you touched on this last night with Kukan, but just the way he played last night, it looked like he was more confident. Maybe did you?
Who?
Kukan, the way he played last night.
Yeah. As he's played more, he has skated well. One shift, I think we talked about it after the game, where he took in the first period, where he just exploded through the neutral zone, gained the middle of the ice, doesn't get his shot on goal. But yeah, the thing with him, he has some patience to his game too, where he's not always looking just to put it off the glass and get rid of it. He'll hold on to it, look to make a better play. So as he's played some minutes, you can see, and a guy that hasn't played a lot, you can see how his game improves. Now he's not playing tonight, but it's, you know, I look at Stenlin, I look at him. I look at Robbie coming up here and playing a couple games. It's encouraging for us to see some guys step in here and play.
I think you just answered my question. Ryan Murray available for you tonight?
Murray's ready to go.
Can you speak to the consistency of that unit? All of those guys on the blue line, guys in, guys out, yet they still provide you with a consistency they've done it the last 2 games, certainly?
It's their job. I think we make a big deal out of changing partners. You guys make a big deal out of it as far as changing partners and stuff like that. I don't think that's a big deal at all. They need to play with other people, and it's nothing miraculous as far as I'm concerned. It's their job. If we're going to be a good team, they have to steer the ship from the back end. And so we've been fairly consistent there.
Do you feel their play has been elevated in the last 2 games at all, as a unit?
At times. At times.
John, you've got Cole Sherwood here. First of all, is he going to play tonight? Do you know yet?
Probably not. Okay. He will take warm-up, though.
Yeah. Just the fact that he's on the list for a call-up.
What's that?
The fact that he's on a list for a call-up, given where he was at the end of camp, I think there was a thought or an understanding that there was quite a bit of work for him to do in terms of his play away from the puck. He must have gotten significantly better in the last few months to get here.
His name has come by my desk in discussions with Billy and Yarmo for a number of weeks now, as far as how he has skated. We all know how fast he is and how he's applied himself to his game. So that's why he's here. I don't think he's going to play. We're just a little banged up at forward. We just want to make sure we have an extra one here. So he gets the call, and if one guy can't go, he'll go. But we've gotten some really good reports from him down there, on him down there.
John, the rhythm of an 82-game season can be monotonous. Have you had the experience before where a shakeup, be it on or off the ice, or even one you didn't see coming, might have been a good thing to sort of break up that monotony?
Absolutely. Like I say, I'm I'm really happy. Again, I hope I feel this way after day 6, but these last 5 days I think has been very important for this organization. Sometimes you need to redefine things as far as how we go about our business, and that everybody needs to be involved in it. I just think it's been really healthy for our team and organization, and the communication. It brought management, coaches, and players together into having discussions. And sometimes in a long year, coaches have their blinders on, managers have their blinders on, players are just playing. I think it's been really healthy, and I just hope, we have this is our 4th game in 6 nights. I think you can talk yourself into not having energy tonight. I hope we talk ourselves into just trying to finish these 6 days the proper way. Against a fast team, it's going to be a good team we play tonight, no matter where our records are. So I hope we finish the 6 days the proper way.
John, I know you lamented the missed shots when we were specifically about the power play, but the way they moved the puck the last game, it just seemed like there was so much more confidence in how quick the puck was moving, making the puck do the work instead of kind of standing around and waiting for plays. What did you see on that?
Yeah, especially the first one. From both groups, we started basically with, I guess you could call it the second group, because of the shift before the penalty was called. I thought it was the most downhill we played on our power play, but nothing got to the net. I think we had 7 shot attempts, 1 hit the net. That was frustrating for me through the whole game. I think we had 30 shot attempts that either missed the net or was blocked. We have to get better at that. But as far as a step in the right direction, I thought we were downhill. I thought we were looking to put the puck onto the net, and hopefully we'll continue. And you score a goal, whether it be a 4-on-3 or whatever it may be, you score a couple of goals. And like Brett's 5-on-4 goal the other night, it's just a shot on net going downhill with a good screen. Hopefully that'll just bring the confidence to them as far as and buying into playing downhill. That's a big problem with our power plays when we don't go downhill.
John, you just mentioned this chunk of games, and I know every team deals with it. The schedule is the schedule. But do you feel like there are things still coming or that you're finding that can help your group manage the fatigue of these kinds of chunks of games, or is it just the nature of the beast?
It's the NHL schedule. I don't think we should be fatigued. I do think players get talked into it. I'm not blaming you guys. Have something to do with that, but I'm not blaming all of that on you. I do think they get talked into because it's kind of the norm. God, we just won a couple of games, 4th and 6th. This is an in the bank game for me. I always talk to the team, getting points in the bank now to where it helps you in April. I think this is a really important game for that, because I think we feel good about ourselves. Winning a game like we did last night after losing it, tying it up in the last minute. So hopefully, I'm not sure what the result will be, Allison. I want to see us play with the right energy tonight. And that's where we've got to break that barrier of, I'm tired. It's a long season. We'll get Jersey. This is an important game for us as far as energy-wise.
In talking about this week, you said a couple of times that we redefined how we go about our business. It sounds like you said just people communicated more. Was there more to it, to redefining how you go about things?
When shit happens, you end up communicating. And some stuff happened that went the wrong way, went off the tracks. And I really like just the way the organization handled it. From the players, obviously it concerned Bob. I thought Bob handled it well. And it brings you, when you're trying to handle the problem, face it head on, as we all did, face it head on and then move on, that's healthy. And I've always said, I think when there's a conflict or something that just isn't right and we're off the rails, not so much on the play on the ice, I think those are important moments for an organization to make sure, okay, let's get to business, let's straighten this out, and let's move on. Because something else is going to happen next week, somewhere along the way, and you have to handle that. This was a good one for us, and I think it comes at the right time. I'm not sure who asked the question, because you get in the dog days. I think you need stuff like this to happen. and then it gives you a little bit of emphasis as far as redefining everything of who we are and how we go about our business.
Bob or Corpy tonight?
Bob's in net tonight.
You talked a little bit about Rick Nash yesterday, but do you get a sense to what he means to this organization and to the fans here?
I wasn't here. I had Nasher in New York. I know what he meant to me in New York. He was just a great pro for me there. Didn't say boo, played, killed penalty. He did everything there. And I've watched his career afar when I haven't coached him. And I just have a tremendous amount of respect for him as far as how he's done his business. I watched him in the Olympics. I forget what Olympics it was, and it's too bad that that we're going to lose a player the way he plays. I think still fairly. I think he has some more years left, but obviously he feels it's time to step away. Anxious to see him tonight. He's going to step into the coach's room before he comes on the ice with the team. But I have nothing but true respect for him.
Do you think there's a spot for him in this organization if he wants to?
It's not my call.
Would you
I
like
just coach the damn team. Yeah.
John, just your thoughts on Stenlin's game last night and how he handled his first time out there.
Good. As I said, I named a few players, and I probably missed, but I liked him in camp, as I said. He's a big body. He won a couple of face-offs. First period, I thought he did some really good things on the wall. Made a couple of nice little 5-foot plays. Wasn't overwhelmed by any means. And he played. There'll be times maybe I like to see him at center too, and see where his feet are as far as the center ice position. But yeah, it's really encouraging as far as the couple of guys that we've brought up here, and then Kook stepping in after missing so much, giving us some good minutes as far as the depth of our organization.
Thanks.